Have you ever been mid-race, desperately clinging to first place on Rainbow Road, and thought to yourself, man, I wonder how much this thing would actually cost to build? No? Just me? Well, hold on to your blue shells because today we're swapping our racing gloves for a calculator and figuring out the absolutely astronomical price tag of constructing a real-life Rainbow Road. And when I say astronomical, I mean it. Because we're not just building a road, we're building it in space. So buckle up as we break down the mind-boggling costs of materials, launch expenses, and the sheer insanity of trying to pave a multicolored highway in the final frontier. It's a project that would make even the Mushroom Kingdom's treasury sweat. To start, we need a blueprint. The length of Rainbow Road has varied across the Mario Kart series, but the manual for Mario Kart 64 gives us a solid number. 2,000 meters, or about 1.24 miles. Let's use that as our foundation. Now, what do we build it out of? The closest real-world thing to that magical, transparent, multicolored material we see in the game is a specialized, toughened, and colored glass, reinforced for the vacuum of space. Think of something like transparent aluminum, but even stronger and capable of handling extreme temperature fluctuations, intense solar radiation, and the constant threat of micrometeoroid impacts. This isn't just any glass, it's a high-tech composite designed for extraterrestrial environments, capable of maintaining structural integrity while shimmering with vibrant hues. Imagine a material that can deflect cosmic rays while still allowing racers to see the stars beneath them. Let's estimate a road width of 10 meters, wide enough for several carts to race side by side, and a thickness of 30 centimeters to ensure it's robust enough for high-speed, item-throwing chaos. That gives us a total volume of 60,000 cubic meters of this wonder material with a mass of roughly 45 million kilograms. This isn't off-the-shelf stuff. This would be a custom-engineered marvel of material science, requiring years of research and development. Let's be generous and say we can get this custom-made material manufactured for a cool $10 billion. So, right off the bat, our total is $10 billion, and we haven't even left Earth. This initial investment alone is enough to make a small country's national debt look modest. Now for the truly eye-watering part, getting it into space. Transporting millions of kilograms of material beyond Earth's atmosphere is an incredibly complex and expensive undertaking. We're not talking about sending up a small satellite here. We're talking about moving an entire highway into orbit. The most cost-effective heavy-lift rocket currently available is SpaceX's Falcon Heavy, which clocks in at about $1,500 per kilogram for launch costs. To launch our 45 million kilogram road, you're looking at a transportation bill of a staggering $67.5 billion. That's enough to make even Bowser think twice about his budget and fund several Mars missions. And remember, this cost doesn't even include the logistical nightmare of coordinating hundreds, if not thousands of separate launches, each one a high-stakes operation. Just imagine the traffic control required for Earth's orbit during this construction phase. Add that to our material cost and our new grand total is $77.5 billion. We're quickly moving into figures that are hard to even comprehend, reaching well into the budgets of entire nations. And our road is still just a dark floating collection of glass panels. It's Rainbow Road after all. It needs to shine with vibrant kaleidoscopic colors. We need to light it up. This isn't just about stringing up some Christmas lights. We're talking about a highly durable, programmable space-grade LED system that can withstand the harsh conditions of space. Extreme temperatures ranging from super cold shadows to searing sunlight, intense solar radiation that can degrade materials, and the constant threat of micrometeoroid impacts that could damage circuitry. These aren't just decorative lights. They need to function as navigational aids, hazard warnings, and a visual spectacle. For a 1.24-mile track, ensuring continuous, brilliant illumination, complete with dynamic color changes and reactive patterns, would cost at least another $50 million. Beyond just the lights, consider the advanced guidance and stabilization systems required. A track of this size, floating in space, wouldn't just sit still. It would need a sophisticated network of thrusters, gyroscopes, and sensors to maintain its precise orbital path, compensate for orbital decay, and ensure it doesn't drift dangerously into other celestial bodies or space debris. We'd also need advanced telemetry and communication systems to monitor the track's integrity, manage power distribution to the lighting, and control its position. Let's add another $20 billion for these critical operational infrastructure components. This brings our total to a staggering $97.55 billion. This ensures our Rainbow Road stays exactly where it should be, shimmering for all to see, and not becoming a multi-billion-dollar piece of space junk. But wait, who's going to assemble it? You can't just send up a few robots and expect a flawless construction. We need a highly skilled construction crew of astronauts and a dedicated operational space station to act as their base of operations and manufacturing hub. Think about it. They need living quarters, laboratories for material testing, power generation, waste management, and specialized facilities to join these massive glass sections together with pinpoint precision. This isn't just a dormitory, it's a fully self-sufficient orbital city. The International Space Station, for comparison, cost about $150 billion to build and maintain over its lifespan. While we might be able to streamline some processes by focusing solely on construction support, building a dedicated construction platform large enough and robust enough for this monumental task would still be an immense undertaking. It would need vast solar arrays, robotic arms capable of manipulating multi-ton sections, and airlocks large enough for entire modules. Let's be optimistic and say we can build a dedicated construction platform for just $100 billion. Adding that in, our price tag is now nearly doubled again, rocketing up to $197.55 billion. This isn't just a road, it's a full-blown orbital infrastructure project. A testament to humanity's ambition and engineering prowess, and we still need to pay the builders. For a multi-year project of this scale, the cost of astronaut salaries, extensive training, these aren't just construction workers, they're elite space engineers capable of complex maneuvers in zero-G, and the continuous launching of their life support would be immense. Remember, even the air they breathe costs $80,000 a kilogram to launch. We're talking about a continuous supply chain for food, water, medical supplies, and even psychological support for crews spending years away from Earth. This isn't a quick weekend job. This is a decade-long endeavor requiring hundreds of highly specialized individuals working in shifts, maintaining a constant presence in orbit. Considering their salaries, the specialized training for zero-gravity construction, medical support, emergency contingency plans, and all the logistics of keeping them alive and productive in space, it would easily run into the billions. Let's budget a cool $1 billion for all our labor and to account for unforeseen complications. And believe me, in space, complications are not just possibilities, they're probabilities. From unexpected equipment failures to space weather events, you need a massive contingency fund. Then there's the ongoing maintenance and operational costs. A structure of this magnitude in space would require continuous monitoring, repairs, and upgrades. Think about managing power systems, repairing wear and tear from micrometeoroid impacts, refreshing the vibrant LED lighting, and maintaining the complex orbital stabilization systems. This isn't a build-it-and-forget-it project. We'd need a permanent maintenance crew and regular supply missions, adding billions more over the lifespan of the track. Let's conservatively add another $20 billion for the first decade of operational maintenance. That brings our final jaw-dropping grand total to build a real-life Rainbow Road to $218.55 billion. For that price, you could fund NASA for nearly 9 years or build multiple high-speed rail networks across entire continents, connecting major cities around the globe. You could solve significant global issues, fund groundbreaking scientific research for decades, or literally buy several small countries. It's an unimaginable sum for a video game track, showcasing just how much of a technological and financial leap it would be. So the next time you're cruising down that shimmering path in Mario Kart, effortlessly boosting over gaps and narrowly avoiding Koopa shells, just remember the monumental cost ticking up with every boost pad you hit. And for that kind of money, you'd better hope you don't fall off, because calling a tow truck in space is going to be incredibly expensive. It goes to show that while the Mushroom Kingdom might make it look easy, building in space is a whole different ballgame. The dream of a real-life Rainbow Road, while incredibly exciting, highlights the extraordinary challenges and costs of transforming science fiction into reality.